Hey guys, Ali Bakes here again with CGM. I'm here with Cody, and it's going pretty good. Obviously, the whole temperature in this room just changed right now. Not actually, but the atmosphere did, and it's good to be with you right now because, as you may know, it's dangerous to go alone.
Yes.
But you got to play the game.
Take a journalist with you.
Yeah, it's always very helpful if you take a journalist with you. This may help you. You got to play the game.
Yes.
Please. Can I live vicariously through you? Can you let the people at home live vicariously through you? Because I didn't get to play it, but even though this is great, please.
Yeah, no problem. It is probably the biggest Legend of Zelda game they've ever made. You can do anything you want. It starts really weird. You're in an area called the realm. The resurrection.
The place with the stuff where there's resurrecting
the
being.
word is resurrection,
Okay.
and Link is in this like pool of water, and he's told to wake up. So right then and there, it's kind of insinuating that this is a Link that we've played as before. We don't know who yet. However, you meet a man with a hood, a very large man with a beard who might have been a boat at one point. It was never told. But I think we end up meeting King Hyrule, which would put us in sometime after Wind Waker. So that's kind of cool. But you have this open world where you can do whatever you want. It's a lot different. This does not feel like your typical Legend of Zelda game. Hearts are gone. You don't just cut grass for hearts and rupees anymore.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's irrelevant now.
Can I not use it anymore?
It doesn't mean anything anymore. So what you do if you're hurt, instead of going, mowing your lawn, you actually cook food. So you hunt like wild boar, carve them up, cook it, and then you eat it, and then you replenish your hearts that way.
It almost feels like Link is going full survival mode.
Yes, it's kind of like The Witcher meets Legend of Zelda. The other cool thing that I saw was Link can jump.
What?
Yeah, Link on like.
Can you repeat that just so that I can confirm that it's true?
Link can jump.
He has ups now.
Yeah, there you go. So he can jump. Your stamina gauge is back. So if that was kind of a big deal in the previous game. I forgot its name. Skyward Sword. There we go. It was a big thing in Skyward Sword. That was what the whole, almost everything was built around that stamina bar. It's back. You can climb stuff now. Almost everything is climbable. All your weapons as well. They don't have. They don't last forever. So they can get damaged, and you can lose your sword. You can lose your axe. I asked the person who was helping with my demo, "What does that mean about the Master Sword?" And she kind of laughed and said, "We can't talk about that." So I feel like this might not have been a Legend of Zelda game at all. I'm joking. It clearly was. But
well, what's interesting about it is that you're taking a game that people know and people love and is so nostalgic, but at the same time has always been linear and has always been told a certain way, and now you're making it open world and you're allowing people to play any way that they want to play. How does that change it? How does that change it for you as someone who has always loved Legend of Zelda?
Well, for me, it's kind of funny because she actually pointed this out. The first thing I did when I came out and I got my axe, I went down and chopped down a tree. She was like, "Everyone else has been climbing that tree. You're the first one to chop it down." I'm like, "I just want to see the world burn. What can I say?" But I think for me as a player, that means that I'm not stuck on a path. I can do what I want. If I want to just... it doesn't matter what temple I go to. It doesn't matter how I get to it. I can get to it. And the action doesn't just stop in the temples. I actually encountered a boss battle in the middle of Hyrule Field. So yeah, it's just kind of like your whole experience can be random based on what you play or how you play, and anything like that. It's a different feel to Legend of Zelda, but I think it's needed because the Zelda formula, blah blah blah.